Hi Cancer, welcome to your special Halloween edition of He Said, She Said. Thanks for joining us. My name's Michelle.
My name's Richard.
Let's get started with your reading. Ghost, regret. There's an energy around this of being haunted by something from the past. There's an energy here of not being able to let go of something. It feels strong, and it almost feels like this hobbling kind of energy. It feels like it's keeping you trapped or keeping you in place. Now, Richard has a card from the Mausoleum Oracle.
Yeah, it's the card of the exile. You know, the energy I get around this card is of someone who's been rejected and is now off wandering in the wilderness, wondering what to do with themselves.
The exile. So it feels like being apart. It almost gets a... Well, when you think of an exile, they tend to be put somewhere where it's hard to get to, right? Mm-hmm. So it feels like this person's in a place that's hard to get to. It could be you, Cancer. It could be someone around you. If you're cross-watching, it could be a Cancerian that you're dealing with. Now, I do have you here as the King of Cups.
And I have the Knight of Swords here. Maybe things are about to change. There's pretty rough energy on your oracles here.
Perhaps you've been unable to access that part of yourself for a while, but there may be change. So let's take a look here, Cancer, at the status of this relationship, how you feel about this person, the strengths, the challenges, advice, what to do, what not to do, what's hidden or unexpected, and the potential outcome.
Okay. Status of the relationship, how this person views you. Strengths, weaknesses, what this person should keep doing, what they should stop doing, what's hidden, and the outcome if nothing changes.
We have the Nine of Cups. Well, it starts from a place of enjoyment. Nothing more than that. You know, the thing is, when we're in this place where we feel trapped, we haven't been able to get out of that for a while, there's an energy here of needing to tap into this place of finding some enjoyment, whatever that may be. But it doesn't have to be huge either. It just can be starting with something that just makes you feel good.
All right. Status of the relationship over here, Knight of Pentacles. I like that energy. You know, that's somebody who has a goal and is willing to work towards that goal. You know, he is my favourite knight, the Knight of Pentacles, because he's the one who can be relied upon. He's trustworthy. He's the one who will get the job done. He might not be very quick about it, but he'll get there.
Yeah. Okay, let's take a look. How you feel about this person. We've got the Two of Wands. I like this because this feels like expanding your options. When you're in this place where you feel trapped by the past, right? It feels like enclosing yourself in this castle, in this wall, playing it safe. There may have been something here which has caused great pain. It could have been even a loss in the past. And that's kept you in this limited mindset of not seeing the possibilities out there. Your world has been very small. It may have even been like I'm seeing a person in a room, right? And it's a small place. It's keeping oneself enclosed in this small space without venturing outside.
It's like a jail cell, isn't it, Michelle?
But it's a jail of one's own...
Yes, of one's own making. It's not like somebody's locked you in there. You've locked yourself in there. So
it seems like after this event, whatever has happened here, you've kept yourself in this place which feels safe, but is very, very limiting. But I get that now you're starting to think outside the box here, thinking about, well, maybe I do need to look at going outside.
We have the Seven of Cups in reverse as how they're viewing you. I like that. And what that means is that it looks as though you're seeing things from this person's point of view. You're seeing things from a real point of view, from a realistic point of view, not from a point of view of fantasy. The other thing I see is you've pared down your options, or at least that's what this person thinks. You've pared down your options, perhaps just to one.
You might have
or
been,
two, possibly.
You might have been in a place where you've had so many options. You were stuck in this past energy, and then thinking about, okay, well, what's next for me? But not really doing anything about it. It feels like imagining how life moves forward or dreaming about how things could change in your life, but then not taking the action.
Right, I like that.
Let's have a look and see what the strength is. Well, it's this regret, right? The 5 of Cups, regret. Working through the past, moving on from something that needs to clearly change. For too long, there's been kind of stuck in this brooding kind of energy, being very focused on what was instead of what could be. There's a bridge behind this figure, and it's a rainbow bridge. So it feels like there's a glimmer of hope on the horizon. Change. And it feels good. It feels like something that could provide you with that happiness. So I feel like it's kind of like I'm seeing this image in my mind of someone who's kept themselves in this dark room for a really long time, but then one day they kind of peek outside the curtains. This feels like someone who's starting to peek outside the curtains, or maybe even crack open the curtains and leave them open for a bit. Yeah.
But with that 5 of Cups in the strength position, I get a real feeling of gain from loss. You know, learning the lessons, you know, and coming out the other side, but stronger, right? The strength over here, Queen of Swords in the reverse as a strength. You know, the Queen of Swords in reverse isn't really a very nice person. That's somebody who tends to be a bit dramatic. Oh, not dramatic, a bit cynical, a bit angry. The Queen of Cups tends to be a bit more dramatic. The Queen of Swords is a bit more, has those thoughts, but it's very, very cynical, very, not a great energy here. But you know what's it's a strength. It's here as a strength. So it comes from memory. It's a memory of being rejected, and you know that. For now is what the strength of this person is. It's thinking back to that rejection, but not thinking of it very fondly.
Okay, let's have a look and see what the challenge is over here. The 9 of Swords. Well, it's those sleepless nights. It feels like this is someone who, during the day, is a bit more optimistic, starts to think of, well, maybe I can experience this joy again in my life. But then the night time comes, and that's when those drapes close again.
Yeah, and the monster comes at night.
The monster comes at night, so it feels like during the day when you're out in the sunshine, you're at least functioning. I'm not getting... Well, I think you're at least content. You're okay. But then at night time, that's when the darkness comes, and it doesn't feel good. It feels like a lot of... goodness. I'm picking it up as fear. So we'll see where that goes. Okay,
over here we have the Chariot in reverse as the weakness. So that's erratic behaviour. It's not picking a direction and going for it. Now the thing is, with this Knight of Pentacles here, that is somebody who has picked a direction, but is plodding towards it, but only plodding.
Yeah.
It's not really Chariot energy, is it, with the Knight of Pentacles?
It feels like slow movement away from this place of feeling like an exile, keeping yourself separate from community, from happiness.
That's right.
Believing yourself to be other than, like looking at other people and saying, well, yes, they're happy, but, you know, this
That's
thing
them.
happened to me, and I can't ever have that again. It feels like that. Advice on what to do. Well, we have the Death card. That's that release with this ghost energy, and it's letting go. Yeah. There's a feeling here of very much an energy of something that needs to finish. Something that needs to finish. Regrets, things that you need to let go of, holding grudges, regrets, whatever it is, sadness, holding on to someone who is no longer in your life. It feels burdensome and it's weighty energy. And by taking those actions to free ourselves with the Death card here, we can free ourselves of those old burdens. You know, we clear the way for something that is other, for the future. And we can begin to live again fully if we let go of what was and step into those kind of new possibilities.
You know what I'm getting from this reading, Michelle, is a sense of kindred spirits.
Kindred spirits, okay.
Yeah, two people who have lost a lot during their lifetimes.
Okay, yes.
I get somebody over here with the Five of Cups as the strength. I get someone over here with the Queen of Swords. You know, bitterness and cynicism as the strength.
So both people have experienced loss and pain.
That's right.
And could be coming... They recognise each other in some way.
Yeah, but slowly moving towards each other. But it's like you said, it's a gradual process.
Yeah.
It's not like this person is taking those blinds and throwing them open, right?
No.
Throw those curtains wide.
That's right.
It's not like that person's doing this. And nor is this person moving quickly towards them. But I did get the Knight of Swords. It's interesting. I did get that Knight of Swords on the bottom of the deck earlier.
You did.
Maybe there is potential for this person to make movement. I get the sense, though, that if anybody's going to be making a movement, it'll be this person.
Yes.
Towards this person.
Towards this person. And this individual, I think, is fearful of an oncoming approach from the other person.
Right. So you look at this Chariot here, right? So in the reverse, as being the weakness. So that's the thing. This person doesn't want to be too gung-ho. They don't want to scare the other person. They might be a little bit skittish due to their previous experiences. So that's what I'm getting so far. Let's take a look. What this person should continue to do. We've got the King of Cups. That's your energy too, Cancer. Yeah, you being a water sign.
Bottom of the
you
deck.
did, didn't you? That's right. Now, the King of Cups. That's about balanced emotion. I'm getting the sense that over here, Cancer, maybe you've had some bad experiences with emotion and past imbalanced emotion, and that maybe this is just what you need.
Yeah, it feels like this person's being urged to continue to come towards you, and I see it's making you happy.
Yeah,
you're starting to see this glimmer that maybe there's something else out there for you, but you're still reticent isn't the word. Reluctant to let go fully of this past event or past person so that you can step fully into this. So let's have a look and see what the advice is on what not to do. With this person, I've got it as you, Cancer. We've got the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. Well, with this one, it's a feeling of not believing that anything's worth your time and effort still. It's a very limited worldview of thinking, well, it's not going to work out for me. It hasn't worked out for me in the past, so why should I make any effort? It feels like you haven't actually made much effort with this person, Cancer. And the thing is, this person seems to be expressing something to you, wanting to come forward. They're going to, I think with that Knight of Pentacles, I think that they're going to keep trying.
That's right. Slowly. They're not going to rush towards you unless you let them. And so I see that Knight of Swords I had on the bottom of the deck being something that would happen if you allowed it to. Yeah,
but this energy up here of not believing that anything's worth the time and effort anymore, so I'm not going to make any effort towards it, it could put this person off.
Yeah, think of what the Seven of Pentacles looks like in the Rider-Waite deck. It's that guy who's watching that, you're planting that pentacle, watching it grow, watching that pentacle tree grow, nurturing it. This is the opposite of that. It's almost like giving it up, letting the tree wilt.
Yeah.
And that's what you shouldn't be doing.
Right.
Over here, what shouldn't be going on here? The Eight of Swords. Well, that's being trapped in, it's limiting possibilities, isn't it, Michelle? Restricting oneself in that same cage as we talked about over here. So you've got these two people, and they seem to be in separate cages of their own making. But I'm getting this vision here of two separate cages, but they have windows in them, and I get that both people are sort of peeking out those windows and they can sort of see each other. But on your side, Cancer, I'm getting this thought, maybe this is just too good to be true. I don't know if this is for me. I don't know if I can do this. Let's
see what's hidden. The Four of Cups in reverse, I like that. It's about the turnaround of how you feel. So Cancer, if you've stayed in this place of emotional withdrawal, not feeling anything, it's almost like closing yourself off emotionally because you don't want to experience pain again, because you've experienced pain in the past with some kind of major loss in your life. This is about the opportunity to turn that around, to open yourself up to the possibility of feeling emotion again with someone.
All right, looking over here at what's hidden. Page of Cups in the reverse. So there is the possibility if this person is a bit immature, that they may try to approach you in ways that may not look mature as well. And that may cause you to have a little bit of doubt about this person's intentions too.
Yeah, I also get that kind of energy of withdrawal, coming and going.
Yeah.
Like they'll come towards you and then they may back off.
Back off, yeah.
Especially if they meet this kind of energy here.
Yeah, but they might be too careful with you.
Yeah, it feels like shyness to me.
Right, shyness. Okay, yeah, I like that. I'll go with shyness on the Page of Cups in reverse.
It feels like shyness.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, so they may be coming towards you. You're not really sure what it is because there's not really that full expression of emotion here.
But shyness can be immature as well.
It can be, yeah. The outcome here is the Eight of Cups, and I like that because it's about moving away from something that is not emotionally fulfilling towards getting those cups again. So it feels like you're walking away from something, like haunted by the past, something that you're letting go of in order to feel something that you haven't felt since there was this major loss in your life, cancer, whatever that might have been. So yeah, I see this as good. I see this as good healing kind of energy, and it feels like something that's going to move you on. We go from the 8 to the 9 of Cups, right? So it feels like steps. But it feels like baby steps, one step at a time. Cancer, I'm getting a very clear message for you that don't rush things. One step at a time. You see this figure, they're just slowly going up. So take your time with this. There's no reason to rush it. Eventually you'll get to this place of happiness and fulfillment, possibly with this person.
Yeah, I get that you moving towards each other fairly slowly, but deliberately.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got to get a lot of deliberateness here. I mean, that's great, but taking it slow, it's always the better way to go.
Yeah.
Over here, we've got the Two of Wands in the reverse. You have the Two of Wands down here as for how they're viewing you. Yeah, you see, I see this as being a little bit too careful.
Failure?
Fear of failure, and you got this shyness here as well. So, I mean, this person really wants to come towards you. I really believe that. But I get the sense that they might be a little bit put off by the fact that they know that you've been hurt in the past or that you're dealing with some sort of pain. So, and they themselves, it's just what makes this a little bit more difficult as well. They themselves don't want to be rejected again, right? Because they've been through rejection before.
If you think of an exile, I feel like the strange thing is this person feels like they've been cast out or that they're on the outside of your life.
But I don't feel like it's you who cast them out.
It might have been an energy of holding on to this past.
Okay.
It can be a boundary. When we hold on to something, we can't let new love in. It's an energetic field.
Yeah. Well, what I'm saying is I don't think this person's an ex.
No, I think it's new love.
I think it's new love as well.
But they can't get in there. Why? Because you're holding on to the past.
Yeah, you're kind of exiling them by holding on to your pain.
Yeah, by holding on to your pain, you can't let this new love in, and it's waiting there. It's kind of knocking at the door saying, Cancer, let me in.
But not knocking very loudly.
No, it's a soft knock.
Yeah, not trying to force their way in either.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what this Chariot in reverse is. That would be very aggressive energy.
Yeah.
So I don't feel like that person's doing that either.
You're not even answering the door. You're kind of sitting there, the doorbell rings and you say, I'm not going to answer that. I'm just going to hide. So it feels a little bit like hiding. But the thing is, there is something here that you do kind of get a glimpse every now and again of this person and think, well, you know what, that kind of makes me happy. But then you go back. I get like reverting back here into this state of focusing on the past, and then there is this kind of like it's not exactly rejection. You're not out and out rejecting this person. I don't feel that at all. I just feel like it's this energetic field that you have, this barrier up between the two of you.
Yeah, it's holding them at arm's length.
Yes, yeah. So we'll see where this goes in the extended reading, guys. I hope that you join me. The link is down below in the descriptions box, and that will be on the Vimeo channel. Be about another 30-minute reading. If you'd like a personal reading, you can email me, gypsyinsights@gmail.com. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe if you're a newcomer. I'd love to have you. Don't forget also to check out my new channel memberships. You can click on the join button or in the descriptions box below for more information. I'm offering tiers there, and you can get early access to my videos. And don't forget also about our self-repair playlist. So if this one isn't resonating, you can check those out. They're not sign or time dependent, and they're done in this style. Wishing you the best with this Cancer. We'll see you in part 2, or we'll speak to you again very soon. Happy Halloween.
Thanks, Cancer. Goodbye and good luck.